Hello and welcome. Right, yes, we have actually got some seeds, which I did see in the last thing, and also, no, yeah, we do need to top up. We'll still top up with this. I've got it on oh, okay, we haven't got enough. Right, okay, let's fill this up with fuel whilst we are going to go in the shop and order. Yeah, let's do everything we can. Let's order another one of those. The money is going down, it is, but we have got some means. We could sell the oats if we need to, but I'm trying to get us through a single year, and then hopefully we'll have a little bit of cash for productions. That's the idea. And also, it does give us that choice to have a look in the sales to see what is actually available. Right, we want big bags. No, that's not big bags. That's bags. Right, okay, we want a bag of seeds from the 1313 pack. Absolutely amazing. In my personal opinion, the very, very best. Well, I've not seen anything to. There's things that are close. That was not bad, but again, that's 500 more for exactly the same thing as in size, whereas our seeds are 700 for 1500 litres. So really half price to anything else. So we'll just buy one because I am trying to save us money. I think we'll do with the lime and fertiliser that we got last time. I think we'll just go with that. So we are literally going, as the crop rotation says, just literally for, yeah, wheat, which it's a cereal crop. I don't understand how come that's saying that we should be doing that when crop rotation's supposed to not have the same things. But hey ho, what do I know? The crop rotation planner tells me, and that comes with the crop rotation mod, that I can do another cereal crop. So be it. We will. Yeah, so we're on here again. I am in a bit of a turmoil in a way. I've obviously started Purbeck and I've started Rogue River Valley, and there's people asking for or the Rogue River Valley is a very strange one. I'm quite happy to leave it where it is because it's a bit of a strange one. But if there is anyone that was, I don't get me wrong, I like it. But it's a bit of a strange one. We're already making millions. It is one of those maps where it can run away with you what you do. So yeah, I'm not sure. Well, we're millionaires already. We would episode 3 we were millionaires, and yeah, I mean I did stumble across it was by sort of let's get. Huh? Oh no, it can't. This is true. I was forgetting. I thought it had gone till the morning. Let's go till the morning. That was always the plan. Yeah, so I'm really now. No, September we always go to 9 o'clock. Yeah, I'm a bit of a turmoil tonight. Purbeck, likewise. I don't know whether to. I like Purbeck. I do. I'd like to continue with that one. I'm not happy with the. I don't know whether to continue with Avon Valley, this one as in the British map. But do you know something? As I have done on the Ohio Richlands that Marty asked for, I'm gonna go over to you. If you'd like to see Purbeck, I mean Purbeck's an old map and a re-released one, whereas Avon Valley is a brand new one. It truly, as in like it's never existed before. Right? Now I want we to be going 10 miles an hour. Yeah, 10. When we slow down once I've gone around the corner. Oh no, 10. That will do nicely. That's realistic. Right. So yes, we're on and we're on auto. So we are sowing our seeds, and yes, I know I haven't looked at the. I was nicely surprised with how much we got on this. And I know I'm flitting from one subject to another, which is usually my one. But yeah, what I'm actually saying is I'm a bit out of quite a rough few weeks, and I'm wondering what to do. But Purbeck is actually a small to medium map, really. I mean, it's not. I don't mean it hasn't got monstrous, but it's not really. So that one, I would love to do that. But again, I'd also would like. I'm setting myself this the ultimate start from scratch. With the worst rules I've ever seen, no generators, no leg ups, not a single one. We are just us, survival challenge, our wits, and well, not even productions to begin with, not until next March. We literally just farming. And obviously, yeah, again, it come next year, no holds barred. We can literally do what we like. Well, I mean, I'm saying that again. I'm also asking for comments. So if you think you would like to see something different, then by all means, give me a shout. Yeah, and we will. alter the rules as we go along. I've always been very driven by the viewers and subscribers, even though obviously I oh wow, that is actually quite useful doing it like that. You can see exactly where you've not been. I like that. Yeah, I don't do any of the where I do the live things, because to be honest, I don't like the bit where people are asking for money. Subscribe, donate. I don't like that. I mean, I do this as a hobby, so but again, even if I didn't, that doesn't sit well with me that I'm requesting for your money as if I'm on the breadline, or yeah, it just goes against the grain. But maybe that's the Briton in me, and maybe it's because I don't do it for a living. Perhaps I might feel differently if I did it that way, but it does go against the grain. And I don't like that, where I'm putting. I don't put pressure for people to subscribe. If you want to subscribe, don't get me wrong. Of course, I want subscribers, and of course I want you to hit like, but I want you to do it of your own free will. If you don't do it, I mean, most of my videos are lucky if they get 1 or 2 likes. I presume people like them because quite a few people watch them, but not many like them. So, yeah, it's not, and that isn't me asking for you to suddenly hit the like button. I want you to do what you want to do. I really do. This is, I create content, and I invite you along to have the journey with me and put up with me and all the rest of it, that type of stuff. But yeah, there's no pressure, absolutely none whatsoever. I don't like that. I don't like high pressure salesmanship. I don't like that type of thing myself, so I'm not going to inflict that upon anybody else. But yeah, I am in a bit of a dilemma. I don't know what to do. I don't know whether to continue with Rogue River Valley. Is a strange one, that really is definitely true, but I do like it, I've got to be honest, so I'm quite happy. But I can't do any more. I mean, Silver Run, I'm on the last 2 or 3 episodes of that, and then of course we've got to build the roller coaster and the boat. Unless nobody's bothered about that. I mean, everyone has already done that. I wanted to do that because everyone else has done it. But again, I will be guided by your comments. If you're not bothered because you've seen it already, then I just, why should I go through the effort of doing all of that? I would like to do it for myself. I mean, I can do that lots of other ways, and I suppose we could do that, because again, the Let's Play will have finished. That type of thing is not about anything other than just, I'd like to see it myself, if I'm honest. But then again, I could watch a video where someone has already done that. I mean, I did start to watch one so I could sort of see what I needed to get that all done. So I watched Farmer Cop's video. I like a lot of his stuff, and yeah, it was very informative. I wrote down, well, actually you can actually go to the spot itself and write down what its requirements are for you to do. So I mean, that's not rocket science, it really isn't. Well, I've nearly done this field while I've been chattering. Yeah, so I'm all ears. I really don't know what to do. Whether do I continue with Purbeck? I'd say this is a sort of like a mini meltdown. Yeah, and I think it was because, again, the size of Riverside was really, it got intense, and a lot of things went wrong at the end. And I think, yeah, obviously you've got your work pressures, your life pressures, all those type of things, and they say your emotional and mental well-being, you don't always know what's going on inside. And that's why I like to listen when I go, no, when my inner person sort of says, no, I can't cope with that. I'm listening, because yeah, I haven't got a gauge. There is no way for me to look in and see, you know, like, right, let's just get that little bit done. Right, I hope that's done. I do like that, actually, the lime showing you that that's all sorted. So that looks good by eye, but what does it look like on this? We're looking at the wrong field. I believe you need to be down here. Right, well, that looks good to me. Growth. And that looks good to me. I can't see any flaws or even any little tiny dots. Always zoomed in as maximum, because I always find that if you don't zoom in maximum, you miss little tiny bits. Right, no, that is good. So we need to quickly fertilise this. I've done most of this myself, yeah, because I thought, well, it's one field. We can most of these. The only thing I would really was, right, we need to lower this. And now this is one of the implements that I find difficult. You've really got to try to squeeze in, and if you start to squeeze in and you start to climb, it doesn't let you do it. Now this time it's playing nicely, of course, but before it took me a good couple of minutes to actually make it work. So, right, at least this time it played nice to me on camera. That's the main thing. Yeah, I am liking this, the manual attach. This is the ultimate in realism, in so much as I've literally got everything. Manual attach. I'm hoping it plays nicely. So far, I've not had any major issues. A bit of patience has been required in places with certain implements. There's a certain amount of a learning curve, but I have obviously been here before, and it's what wasn't nothing about a learning curve at that point. It really was that things were misbehaving. Right, let's attach. Yeah, this is another one. You see there's no space? That's about as good as I can get close, he says as he goes through. And now this has actually only got the one, hasn't it? I remember last time thinking about it. Yeah, and are we on auto? Yes, we are. And let's get cracking. Yeah, this is a challenge for me because obviously it's difficult to try to gauge the 42 meters. But I have had quite a bit of practice, so I'm quite happy. And of course, one thing I am going to say, the mini-map is an absolute beaut for this, which is why I often forget to switch it off, though, because I suppose precision farming is quite... There's every other session you're going to need to do something, whether it's... So therefore it is an integral part. And I know Mr. CLP is definitely better than me for switching it on and off. That is true, because it is a little bit in the way. But I think the mini-map at that size... is not too bad. And again, I am open to comments. Yeah, truthfully, I would willingly switch it off more if anyone was very vocal about not seeing the minimap all the time. Yeah, so I am asking for your opinion on what do I do. Are you bothered about Purbeck? If anyone is, then I'll crack on with it. If not, then we might do Avon Valley. Or I might do Avon Valley as a bit of the... Obviously, he's the St. Cally. Again, St. Cally I've left where it is, and again I think I'm happy to leave it where it is as almost like a mini-series. But it was a bit more than a mini-series, I've got to be honest. Carmlands, again, I'm not sure whether we do that as our next European map and to park it for now, because there is only so much to do. When I go off the rails, I seem to like do this thing where I just like go into lots of maps and stuff like that, which is nice, but you've got to draw the line and say, well, it's just a mini-series, because you can't do a full-blown Let's Play. So I'm not sure. I will be guided by your opinions, whether Purbeck is the new English map or whether that was just like a mini sort of series to show off its strengths or all the rest of it. Because we are doing well on it. It was one of those things where I did choose, well, not the actual productions that I was given. They are a little, I mean, they're Giants originals. They are not very nice. The wood one is the worst. The old wood one is one of the worst, in my personal opinion. The new wood ones that were introduced with silver, now they are cracking, and you can do quite well out of them. Again, cycles are not stupendous. It's Giants, but not bad. The metal, likewise, introduced by Giants. Again, that's what Rogue River Valley runs with, and then obviously sort of destroys. And I don't really particularly like that, where I'm suddenly a millionaire through some fluke. It doesn't really sit well, and it's not down to our efforts. This is going to be tough to make money, and that is what I like. I would imagine it really is very tough to make money as a farmer, and as difficult as a start from scratch is, and a hard economy start from scratch, or hard economies full stop, is difficult. So yeah, I mean, I am up for the challenge. I wanted to set the bar higher than I've ever seen it set before. I mean, yeah, again, I've done the debt one. I have done that heavily, 3.5 million. I would say we literally cracked on with that one and on Westbridge Hills, and we cleared ourselves of debt, and really on a very, very tight budget. And we did it proud. In fact, it smashed it so hard that I had to end the Let's Play early because yeah, because of the industrial BGA, basically. Right, we want to lower that. And we don't need to stay at 10 miles. Why did I stay at 10 miles an hour that time? I didn't need to. It's because, yeah, cruise control. That's so one thing I forget about this. Yeah, I would like to do a slab of concrete, but again, I can't really afford it at the minute. So we're going to have to put up with this grass, really, which is well, it's not a shit. Right, yeah, if I do it that side, I'm going to cut through, so I can't actually get through. And it's such a shame, but of course, actually, there is one thing I'm going to do, and I did think of this in editing. I thought, what happens if actually that isn't a shed, but it just is, and it's just got bits where you can drop the stuff? I thought you need to stick interactive zone markers on for a minute and have a look to see if the chevrons appear on this, and all it is just, yeah, you have to dump the stuff outside? And the answer to that question is absolutely not. No, it does appear that my first thing about going in there was definitely right, and all we can do is turn the lights on. So I think it's Bernie something, isn't it? I think, yeah, all we've got is the option to turn on shed lights. There's no doors that open, and I'm sure that actually that is what they are supposed to do. So yeah, it's brand new. It only dropped, as is my wont, to put it in almost instantly. No, that is it. Brilliant. So we have done all that we need to do, and we will look at the sales now. Yeah, the highlight of my day over the paper, and there's nothing more we can do really. Oh, weeds. Weeds will be growing and needs rolling again. We rolled at the wrong time. Now you see, that's the one thing that is annoying when you do. We rolled this, but because we put those down, it needs rolling again. Well, do you know something? I'm rebelling. We are not doing that. Now, do we do the weed? I think we do. Let's grab one of the farmers. This can use the weeder. I do love the only inside camera for outside vehicles. I think it's amazing. I suppose we could set the 6-meter roller going on a course, and we could do the weeding ourselves. We could follow, couldn't we really? That's not the end of the world. Let's do this properly. Yeah, I know it's going to waste a few hundred. Well, not waste. No, it's not waste. We're going to get a bonus from it, a very slight bonus, and it is very slight on start from scratch, definitely. Whoa, that's a little bit too far. Yeah, I used super strength, but I thought, do you know, for what I'm trying to do, yeah, it was only to right the cultivators. I have a terrible habit of backing into those, and they just literally nosedive, and you can't get to them. I didn't want to reset because I find that is unrealistic unless it's the only option you've got. So I thought, well, you could grab a stick and you could put the stick in it and you could do it. And I thought, well, you're only doing what is real, like anybody else would do in that situation, which is you're grabbing a big stick. Let's not, you know, like knock it right. What I'm going to do is I'm going to make a course. We're going to do all the jobs that we've got to do, and then I'm going to take over. So I am going to do the course. Have we got a 6-meter course? I can't remember. Have we got a 6-meter course already? Because we have got quite a few 6-meter implements now. No, we haven't. We've got a 5.9. Do you know, I'm happy with that. It's 0.1 of a metre. I'm really not going to quibble about a 10 centimetre overlap. Right, so we want first and go. Now then, can you work out the weeder? We've got all the hoses and everything on properly, so that should be fine. And roller. Oh no, we have got to attach it. And yes, this does definitely have leads. Fantastic. I like this. Let's watch it go down. Let's have a bit of fun with this. Just take a few seconds for it to actually do what it's got to do, though. Yeah, all the bars, fantastic animations, really is amazing. Ooh, are we going to roll the grass? I don't think this kind of grass rolls, does it? And you don't switch it on, really, do you, really? It just goes. Let's just see. Yeah, it doesn't actually... Right, okay. Do you know something? We're going to do this ourselves. Yeah. I'm going to say, oh, actually, that's true. I never tried rolling it. Let's try rolling with it down. That might actually make a difference. Does it do anything on the grass? No, not that kind of grass. It doesn't roll at all, does it? Right, yeah, I'm going to say my words. I'm going to see you guys and gals on the other side. Right, I think that's us done well. I'm quite pleased with that because we've both got the same size implements. It just goes to show that round and round is definitely quicker than yeah, AI mucking around. But yes, pride comes before a fall. Let's first of all check that. Well, yeah, I'm happy with that. Yeah, there's a few needs rolling, little marks. I can live with that. Yeah, we're down to orange stones only, so there were no reds. So yeah, we'd have to like lift the stones. Not that you can do it now once you've done it, but yeah, I'm happy with that. The one thing is, I'm going to say, I'm not sure if when you let's fold this as well. When you roll, whether they can still weed. So that is we all know mechanics are obviously not like in real life. You've got to do things in a certain order, or otherwise something gets switched off or doesn't work. So it'd be interesting to see if me rolling before she weeded sometimes, whether that actually does affect weeds or not. That's my I can't actually. Oh, it takes ages to unravel. Do you know something? It's a little tiny bit. Yeah, so I'll be really chuffed when this building will probably feature in quite a few Let's Plays when it's fixed. I really like it a lot. I really do. Right, lower. No. Hang on. Let's look. No. No. I think that's lower there. No, hang on a minute. Am I forgetting? Unfold B, lower. Ah, I was forgetting. Right, okay, it's got to be lower, doesn't it, for this, so let's just... Oh, no, no... Oh, hang on. So lowers for operating... I wasn't trying to fold, I was trying to lower. And of course you can't do anything now because I've actually unplugged you. Right, let's... This might be one of those with an exception then, because that was... You all saw that I'd hit the lower. Let's just... Fold A. Which raises it. This must be one of those, surely with an exception then, that you've got to do in a higher state, because if you do it in lowered, it won't let you detach. So it's not me going mad. Let's let it finish its business. So this is an exception. That's not one that can be lowered because it's part of its sort of thing. Do you know something? Yeah, it is a tad mucky, is it not? Oh, I did go for... I was going to say I thought I'd gone for the Cambridge. I changed my mind because it was going to cost me. I was trying to just to see. It was for the money as well, obviously. Everything at the minute is about the money. But it's also about just do things function if you do that. Yeah, I do like to test things so that you increase your knowledge of the tools in the game and find favourites and things that you are fantastic. That you I'll be honest, I love the little 5.2 metre cultivator that we've got on this a lot. So yeah, it's been an absolute solid cultivator, and of course it's very cheap. I know that, and but it's not cheap and rubbish. It's cheap and good. So it does what it says on the tin, and I like that. Right? Oh wow, I really did beat Courseplay heavily. It's all the faffing around they do. I always said though, round and round is quicker. And that sort of did prove it, because I can only go at the maximum speed of the thing. I do think there's a bit of wheel slip on that, though. I did notice, so perhaps that's... Let's have a look at the horsepower requirements for both of those things to see if I'm being fair, unfair, or what. I think the weed is a little heavier. It is. Oh, not really. 45 horsepower. That's not really what you'd expect. And that is 54. So actually, I've got to be honest, although rollers roll, so whereas weeders are dragging, so perhaps the drag is slowing it down a little bit. In fact, yeah, that is a point. It should say the actual speed, shouldn't it, of the two? 9 miles per hour versus 10. So actually, the weeder had the weeder should have finished before me, and I finished an absolute age before the weeder. So, right, no, we can't. I was going to say I'll go through till tomorrow morning, but we won't. Yeah, we still didn't look, did we? Ooh, 150 horsepower. We could now do that. I'm tempted. What we could do is sell the 3 little ones, which was 10,000, and that would then cost us 20 odd grand. That's not bad, and we can manage it. And it is 32. It's literally 3 journeys with that. That is one thing I've always wanted, the saddle track, enormously. But yeah, the bonus is terrible. It really is. That's cracking. But again, yeah, it is a cracking price on. I love that. It is a monster. And that's the other reason it is a monster. So I am tempted with that one, if I'm honest. While we're waiting, shall we? Sometimes you just got to do it, because it didn't work. And I know I was thinking, oh, but I could wait for other tractors. Yeah, you could, but then fortune favours the bold, as that saying goes. I think what we ought to do is run these back and sell them at the shop, though, so we get maximum for them. We should not get much, because I think we only bought them this month. So we really should get maximum for them. Now then, how terrible are the slowdown on this? Yeah, we don't really need to do anything. We're not using it, so just to grab it is enough. Yeah, that will do it. I know it's going to leave me a little bit, but again, good tools are what we need. We may need a mower when we go to the next thing, but again, there's the lovely, fantastic 7-metre ones, which is 7,300 or 400 for the 7-metre set. So we can always sell some oats if it gets that bad. We really can. Right, let's hook these up and sell them. Yeah, I'm getting used to the manual. Of course, I've got the chevrons on now, haven't I? Let's switch that off now. I only wanted it just to check to see if that was the problem, was the fact that you couldn't see the chevrons and it was still okay. When you consider how reasonable they are, that is sell for 2886. That's almost what we paid for it. I think it was, yeah, we've not hardly lost anything. That's fantastic. Have they done that again where you're not losing any vehicles if you sell it within a very short amount of time? Because that seems, I don't think I've lost very much at all. There were 2. Yeah, that seems really amazing. Yeah, gently does it. Wow, it looks a lot further back when you do it like that. Right, we can really just go. They are amazing, these are. And if did think, I still don't think it would have worked an awful. I would have been forever filling them and forever emptying them. No matter how reasonable they are, there is that. I remember having them a long time ago. I think there were 16 tonners back then in the old game. And don't get me wrong, if you horsepower tractors for what we are now. Oh, see, no, it is. Wow. That was brand new and with no hours on it. So I think it was about, was it? That seems like we're getting more than we actually paid for it. Oh, actually, yeah, we ought to buy that. We won't for a bit. We can add it. Yeah. Right, let's grab that. Yeah, this is, of course, the only one that can manage it, but it is 3 times the amount that we get off there in each sort of time, so it does make a little bit more. So obviously that's the max size we could go for anyway. The Pharaoh. I think it's Pharaoh, I would say. Yeah, I'm getting. It is much better. I've got to say, I mean, I did sort of get used. You get used to the key bindings. It doesn't take you very long to do that, but it was hit and miss, and I was climbing all over tractors, as I said earlier, really. So at least you just aim for the oil blob, don't you, really? And this. Yeah. Fantastic. So just under 100,000 we are down to, and we will repair that instantly, and we will take it to the field. Yeah, that's the maximum size we could go for with this size tractor. I do really need to be saving some money now. I know we do realise we're just going to go through the winter. I'd like to do that this session, if I'm honest. I really would. Yeah, again, I only need to... yeah, obviously we've gone for maximum. The repair costs are absolutely exorbitant, because that was the biggest thing I hated about FS22 was on Horbelleron, was the repair costs. I was doing contracts as you do. Fantastic, Elizabeth, thank you very much. And I must change the Star Wars names in. Right, it's... Ooh. Wow. Yeah. I mean, for a little repair, I mean, that is bad. Anyway, it is what it is. Oh, of course. No. There's a certain bit of power that it needs for... Yeah. Yeah, that would be like that, like dragging a stone. You forget sometimes, don't you? I think that's a fuel point over there, and I bought some fuel, but never mind. Yeah, I was thinking if push comes to shove and we need to, I probably would go for... and yeah, this is by Missy B and Vulcan or Vulcan 95. Yes, it is. Let's get that off the field. And we will watch the wheat grow over the winter. There's nothing more we can do, truthfully. The scene is set, as I often say. pH value perfect, nitrogen perfect, crop rotation perfect. So it's quite happy with the wheats. So I think we're going to have to be heavily gauged by going forwards the crop rotation planner, because it sort of breaks the rules a little bit from what I was taught. You're not supposed to have I mean, most crops are cereal, and you're not supposed to have a cereal crop follow a cereal crop, and this is a cereal crop following a cereal crop, so don't ask me. I'm going to go by the experts that know these things are okay. Absolutely. Yeah, I'd like to sort of put well, I would like to put some sheds in, but again, we need to. The BGA is an amazing price. I think it was 12,000 or something, or I seem to remember, obviously I've been on Avon Valley before, is that just the land? If you buy the... We could buy it and not do anything with it, but will it charge us? It will charge us if we do that. I was just going to try and see, but you know something, it's not going to matter. Yeah, we'll find out soon enough, truthfully, next year. We can have a look at the costs, though. I'm quite sure it's something like 12,000, but again, hopefully that is to buy the BGA, not the land. It's 12,000. Oh wow, you got the slab of... in front of it as well. I'm not sure that you do. Let's test this theory. If we switch this on and it tells us that... I'm almost sure I've done this in the original game, and you still have to buy it. It's not buying this. I'm sure it's like that. I don't mean it's expensive, but I don't think it's 12,000. That's just for the land. I'm sure it is. Yeah. That's what I remember. Right. Yeah, so do you know something? We will not be buying the biogas plant, nor the land that it sits upon. No, I think we'll go with the... If we were going BGA route, which it is a solid sort of way to go, which straw, grass, all of that thing to silage to energy is probably would be my go-to. So we are very close to the fact, to the point where we can't afford it if we go much more. Obviously, I'm not allowing that until next March anyway, so we've got the entire winter. Yeah, I'm not going to worry about it. We've got this slab of land. It's going to produce things. We can't really do animals. We've got a single swim. There's going to come that point where we burst out a little bit. I'm still not unsure as to whether we buy another reasonable slab of land. How much are they? 21,000 would leave us 70 odd. But we've also got to buy the plough. I think we're going to stick as we are for now and be a little bit conservative, because you can burn like Icarus and go too close to the sun. Is that the right one? I think it is. Right, anyway, let's go through. We're going to go through right the way through winter. Watch our wheat grow. We've done all that we can for it. Rolled everything. Yeah, the only thing we didn't do is we missed a mulch bonus. That's all. Because I cannot afford the 11,000 for one of the most reasonable mulches there are. Or 15,000 for a mower that also mulches. Yeah, fantastic. We will check the sales, even though it'll probably tease me with things that, oh wow, I like that. It is the smaller one, of course, but yeah, it's fantastic. Again, it's, yeah, what we've got is actually is good for that, really. That's the point. We'll also have a look at weeds quickly. I want to see, my nose is rusting, to see if you do go over with the roller, does it stop you weeding? Or I would have thought not, but I like to know these, how the mechanics work, and do they do it in that way? Well, the answer to this question is no. The only bits of weed that are there on the corner swishes, where the and only on that far corner. So yeah, that is quite amazing. Right, what is on the sales? Beautiful. That's the bigger one as well. Would clear us out though. Yeah, it would. It's amazing. If anything, it would be something that would do though, because it's the one with a. I'm sure that's one that you can. No, I don't know that it is. It's not. Is it a front loader? No, it's the smaller one, isn't it? The Orion 660. Oh, I love that one. It's amazing. 205 horsepower max. Yes, we're quite literally going to go abroad for the winter. We've got a camera stuck at the edge of our field that we're looking at. No, I don't know that I could really afford to go abroad. We're counting the pennies, aren't we, really? Cultivator. No, we will manage with what we've... Why am I getting some crop rotation bad and some crop rotation good? Weeds large. We just looked. There's a bit right on the edge. There is, right where I am. Right, so December. Let's go through till January. Again, productions, and probably will go, and I've said this, by the law, the all-in-one, by the law, I probably will make bread is one of the first. Again, it doesn't make a fortune, but it is a way of making money, and it churns along nicely. So, wow, that is following me around. Grass rollers and weeders improve the yield of your grass fields. Well, I would love you, I really would, but you know something, I'm going to have to say no. Of course, wheat is also one. I could have done barley. It's a month earlier, isn't it, really? This is the bad side to having only one field, but it is also the good side in so much as you are just literally, I mean, there are no contracts on this, so this is all we can do. Ooh, what is that snow that's just appeared in the background? 12.3 metre for 13,000. That is isn't that the one? Yes, it is. It does all three. We could sell our roller, and I know we're not going to get a lot for it, but we could. That is a cracking deal, to be honest. Do we need it? Is it necessary as much as it's good? I don't know. Things like that are absolutely amazing. A 12.3 metre. I don't think we can afford to... And I know, obviously, if we do the mulching, if it's only 2,000, it's not going to... Yeah, if we just have it for that for now, I think we'll kick ourselves if we don't do that. Right, let's go through till March and see if this snow disappears. Yeah, tools can make all the difference. When you get a cracking drop like that, and it is a super, super duper with such a lot off, it really is. I mean, say, we should sell our roll. I know we're not going to get much for it, but there is very little because it's a completely different size. I mean, well out of, not even very close at all. So I suppose there are advantages that you could actually have that as. Oh wow, the grass. Yeah, even this grass has sort of grown back, which is true. Right, we now are in this oh, we've already got one. Amazing. We just need a tractor to go with it. Right, so then there's nothing we can do really, is there? We may as well take this now to the month of harvest because there's absolutely nothing we can do. We can, of course. Oh, actually, you say that. I think we're going to leave this here. Yeah, we can now start to put things down like, it's now March. We have had 1 year to establish ourselves. We've got 85,000 in the bank. We've got our harvester and our basic equipment, and it is basic. It really needs fleshing out, but nevertheless, we can do what we've got to do. So I think what we're going to do now is put our productions down, and I don't mean now. I mean, yeah, literally, we're going to start putting that out. It will be the Lorts first, definitely. Do we do that now? It's the last thing we do. A bit of fun, because it has been all slog. I'm going to try and put it against the edge of the map. Biggest production. Yeah, we can produce. That's a point. We're going to need 3 things. We need to convert our straw into. And I would go with the Omatana. The Hessian's 15,000 and the Omatana one is now 20. But for that extra 5,000, it really is amazing. So I'd say we've got to do that. Even if we sold our silage, which converting our 126 tons into that, we shall see if we can afford the biogas. But the Lorts might have to wait, or we might have to do it the other way. We sell the breads and then do it that way round. Yeah, I knew it was going to get tight, and it is. That's the one we need. Now, I would imagine we'll fit the biogas there as well. But we need to stick this down first. I would say, actually, yeah, not far off the silo. But without blocking... Yeah, I think if we do that next door... And yeah, where do we need to? No, not really. I think I'm happy with that. I think that is next door's 20 grand, perfectly flat. Right, 55,000 is what we need for the biogas plant. The two go together well. So if we do that, we're going to be relying on that to afford the Lorts. But I'm happy with that. These usually are my first 2. And again, now that is a point. Do we stick that? Do we? If we sell that building, we've got to give it. Yeah, we have. That's true. I don't mind doing that. Let's demolish that building. Oh, it wouldn't let us, would it? We're stuck with it. That's right. I remember now. Okay, let's stick this. We have got enough money. You are fibbing. It's doing that thing where it goes off and then you have to put it back on again. Have a look. Actually, do you know something? I want to move that tractor. If we're going to do a job, do it how you want it done. Don't like faff around. Don't settle for second best. Or yeah, let's just get this sorted. Let's move everything out of the way a little. I think it's only need it a little bit. Yeah. I want it sort of as close to the edge of the hedge as possible. So again, with a bit of design, I made a bit of a mistake on that. So in fact, you know, harvester, you are slightly in the way as well. Yeah, I want it to be on the hedge line, but not taking up any room of like going into where you would drive. Right, let's have a look. And remember, there is a hedge behind you, and that you have a. I think this is a 5.1 meter header. I'm sure it is, or a 6. It's quite a decent size. Yeah, I was quite pleased with it actually. To be honest, yeah, there was nothing that I could call it for at all. It's a lovely starting harvester. Right, now then, production. Let's put this down whilst we can afford it. And we need to click on it. And we also need to look down the hedge line. There's a little tiny thing at the back that you sort of need to pay attention to, but you don't use it, so I think I'm quite happy with that. It's disappearing into the hedge a little. In fact, I think you could probably just about see that. Right, 10,091. So we are now at the mercy of Yes. The vagaries of life. Yeah, it is. I'm glad that we've come down here as well, because last time... Oh, no, it is. That's true. You did actually just manage to pull that in. Excellent. Right. So then we now, next session, need to be grabbing all of that, and we can use the farrow. I would imagine we can grab the straw out from that, stick that in there, and we can oh no, sorry, we can't. We need to stick that in there and convert it to silage, which then sends that to there to convert it to energy, which gives us money. Yeah, absolutely amazing. And we need to do that before we can afford the lorts, which we are going to make and sell bread. So we have got the beginning of our very, very basic productions. They're not going to make us a fortune. This is going to make us a reasonable, but we've only got the straw that we got. Thanks to the thing destroying half of our straw, so I'd imagine we would have had more like 250 tons from that, if I'm honest. So, but yeah, we've got 32 tons of oats that are going to produce flour. I would like to go into chickens, but unfortunately we can't afford any chicken places. Should we go to... No, because I would like to start to use that to bring in a bit of cash going forwards, definitely. So all that remains to be said for this particular session is thank you very much for watching. As always, I do ask for your comments. Yeah, this is going to be taken over from the other one. I'm only going to have the one start from scratch, as in, Purbeck. I'm going to leave that open to yourselves, whether we do continue with that or whether we have this as our English map and it's a start from scratch. It is going to be a challenge. It's going to be a toughie. My toughest challenge to date, in truth, but I'm quite up to the challenge. So yeah, I think sometimes I love Purbeck, I really do, but sometimes it's that feeling of the Let's Play. No, am I making that up? I did feel it, actually. No, I did. I enjoyed Purbeck. So yeah, again, I don't mind having this as a wild card and we can crack on with Purbeck, but I'll leave it to yourselves. If no one's going to miss Purbeck, then yeah, whatever. Honestly, I'm easy coming to go. I have got to be careful about doing too many Let's Plays. That I do know from when I was juggling 7. It was ridiculous. The pressure was enormous. It's silly. So I have got to limit it for your mental health that you don't always see. But as for now, I'm going to say goodbye for now.